What is going down, TikTok? Welcome to another episode of Beyond Sober, also known as Sober, Not Sober, dude. What are you doing? What are you up to? Nothing? Where's your water? You're not drinking your water? What do you mean you're not drinking your water, dude? It's the nectar of life. It's the elixir of survivors, dude. Hey, just in case you're struggling, this is your first time here, you have no idea who I am, what I'm talking about, what to do, dude. BeyondSober.org, man. If you're struggling with alcohol, substances, maybe borderline addiction or know someone who is, SoberNotSober.com, BeyondSober.org. My name is Kohdi. I'm not only your host, I'm your favorite ex-alcoholic. What is going down, man? It has been a little while. I've been traveling, been making a bunch of magic happen, been working my ass off, been doing all of the things, man, which is super duper awesome because you know me, man. I do not stop. Rooks, what's up, dude? So stoked to see you, man. So stoked to see you in the building, to feels you, to know that you're here, dude. I'm no longer in Tennessee. Well, technically I have a place in Tennessee, but that's not where I'm at, dude. There's 6 inches of snow where I'm at. I saw a lake. The lake disappeared. The sun came out, and then the lake came back, and then it was all white, and then I saw a bunch of ducks, and I was like, dude, this is the dopest of the dope, dude. It was super duper duper sick. It's interesting being in this much snow. Like, it's like raining, and then it's like just dropping snow like crazy, and then it's super duper warm. And I'm just stoked to be exactly where I'm at, working with who I'm working with and doing all the things, man. I want to see how everybody's doing. I know, what day is it? Is it Monday? How was your weekend? Were you saying hey to water? Were you drinking all that juice, all that alcohol? Bailey, what are you doing, girl? So stoked to see you. Dude, I put out a couple videos today. I'm trying to think of exactly what they were about. I've had many conversations today. Got a 2-hour conversation just about perspectives, just about shifting the way we look at ourselves, changing the way we move through sobriety and recovery and things like that. And here's one of the things that I concluded in this absolutely amazing conversation. Pink Petal, what's up? Why does booze make your eyes dark? I don't know, it's because it's evil. Booze doesn't make your eyes dark. That's narcissism. That makes your eyes dark. Alcohol will make your eyes yellow, though. Like, I have dark eyes. But here's where I was going with this, is one of the primary things is we could read all the books. We can talk to all the people. We could get involved with all the coaches. MJ, what's up? We could watch all of the movies. We can buy all of the documentaries, dude. We can sit here and imbibe data. I've literally released over 4,000 videos on TikTok, and you can watch every single one of them and be the exact same person. The exact same person. That's the problem. We can imbibe and constantly get our hands on more information. Talk to all the same people. If we are not mastering the information that we are receiving, then we are just intellectualizing the data that we're hoarding. Okay? Hey, Kim Marie, what's up? Not a narcissist, just asking. I get you. I'm just saying. So here's the thing. We could take in all the data, but if we're not doing anything with the information, then what we're doing is just sitting on it. We are hoarding information. Going, give it to me. One of these things that I'm reading, one of these TikToks, one of these books, one of it. What if maybe it's this podcast, Beyond Sober podcast. Dude, maybe it's this. We just constantly give all of our energy to potentials, but we don't do anything with the actual information. Polly Shore, dang, dude, I forgot I looked exactly like that guy. If we don't do anything with the data, dude, then once again, we're just sitting here, spending all of our time and energy in the hopes that we're going to wake up a different person. Unless we're actively moving towards becoming a new person, a person that is capable of literally just listening to a podcast on repeat and then imbibing that information for the sake of mastery, then all we're doing is pretending like we're doing something with our life. You see what I'm saying? It's like watching a TV show and going like, I know how it's going to end. I'm becoming a genius just by watching episode 1, 2, and 3. Dude, if you don't go out and do what episode 1, 2, and 3 taught you, you're just watching TV. That's it, man. And that's the difference between like sobriety and recovery to start with. Is sobriety is basically just developing the willpower or the micro skill set to say no to something that we should have never necessarily said yes to start with. Recovery is developing the skill set to say yes to all the things that make us stronger. We're not stronger because we have a high tolerance. We're weaker because our body can't process alcohol efficiently, man. How do I get treatment without insurance? You need help. It depends on what kind of treatment you need. So most of the people that I talk to don't need treatment. They need to think differently, so they drink differently. That's why we have the Beyond Sober program, the Unlabeled recovery program. That's why we have the single shot method. People that need treatment are usually people that have a full-on physical addiction to alcohol or any type of substance, and they literally can't figure out how to do it on their own. They can't detox at home. Maybe they need to go into a rehab facility and stay there for 30 days. Maybe they need to be strapped down to a hospital bed and be fed nutrients. Like, that's what happened to me. If you guys are new here, I'm an ex-alcoholic, liver failure survivor, creator of the Beyond Sober Masterclass and the Unlabeled Recovery Program. My circumstances were so dire that I literally died. My heart stopped because of the lack of alcohol in my system. And as I say this, I want you to remember this. Alcoholics, or people that are struggling with substances, do not want to consume. They're not sitting here going, you know what I want? I want more alcohol. I want more poison. They don't want to do these things. They have to do these things. If you are someone that really needs treatment, someone that really needs advanced medical assistance, it's because you've lost the ability to manage your own life on your own. I'm going to say this again. Alcoholics don't want to drink alcohol. They have to. The last thing that they want to do is have to have this requirement, this regimen, these specifics, this medicine that makes them go, in order for me to live, I have to drink something or do something that I don't want to do. Keep in mind, dude, alcoholics aren't happy. Alcoholics don't want to be drunk. They have to be drunk. So when we talk about needing treatment, the first thing you're going to want to do is call around. You're going to want to do research to see who is accepting patients, who's accepting walk-ins. You also want to do, first off, a complete self-diagnosis and go, do I actually need rehab, or am I just convinced that rehab is the only solution? Do I actually need to detox, or do I need to practice drinking alcohol in a different way? Because here's the thing, dude. Once you start drinking less or practicing harm reduction, you start to feel better. And when you start to feel better, you feel less like you need rehab, like you need detox. This isn't me encouraging you to completely disregard your circumstances. Only you know if you need rehab or you need treatment. But the first thing that I would do is, if I didn't have insurance and actually needed treatment, I would be on Google. I'd be on ChatGPT looking for all of the potential solutions to go. Insurance-free alcohol abuse treatment centers. And I know that there's helplines. I know that there's people out there. You just started Nexlatrone, and it's helping with the cravings. Hey, dude, that's amazing. So check this out. Naltrexone, super duper awesome Band-Aid. Okay. Next, naltrexone, Vivitrol, Baclofen. You got to remember this. The cure to all alcoholic and substance abuse is happiness. It's not a pill. Just because a pill helps you feel like you don't want alcohol anymore doesn't mean you're not having a craving. It just means that that pill is removing your awareness to the craving that may potentially be there. Remember, it's a Band-Aid. So a Band-Aid is meant to stop the bleed. What are you doing since you put the Band-Aid on? Are you still playing with saws? Are you still not wearing the gloves? Are you still doing all the same things? You're just not bleeding? Okay, that's the issue. If we're putting the naltrexone Band-Aid on, we need to be using the safety that it's providing us, which is temporary, to become someone that doesn't need naltrexone. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't cure alcoholic behavior. It doesn't change you as a person. It doesn't shift you or help you evolve into someone new. It's not going to help you. Like, the way that it could really work is if you use, hey, what's up, Tina? If you use the lack of cravings to get into a program, so you have more time, more cognitive awareness, more actual energy to recover, to heal from the reasons you need naltrexone. Remember you, Dave Valentino, what's up? 4 years sober, 4.5. Then relapse for 3 years, 98 days sober today. Dude, Valentino, what's up, bro? So stoked to see you, man. Okay, dude, so here's what it was. You were 4.5 years sober, not drinking at all. That's absolutely phenomenal. And then you relapsed for 3 years. So was that 5, 6, 7.5 years? Sorry, if my math is mathing right, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 7.5 years, you're 98 days sober. Am I tripping? 4.5, 3. Okay, 3 years. Okay, this is my ADHD. Dude, I'm so stoked for you, man. I want you to remember this. This is something that's super duper important, dude. 98 days sober is the exact same. Anna Elizabeth in the building. What's up, girl? Katezilla. 98 days sober is the exact same amount of sober as 4 days. Once alcohol is out of your body, you're 100% sober. It takes 4 days for alcohol to 100% process out of your machine. So here's what I'm going to ask you, Valentino. Are you acting like the same person? Cactus Chris, what's up, man? Are you doing the same things, thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same feelings, eating all the same foods, going to all the same places, having the same dreams? You're doing all the same stuff? Or are you doing it different this time? Are you growing into someone unrecognizable? Are you becoming someone that is the opposite of the person that is likely to relapse in 4.5 years from now? Because you learned exactly what it takes. You were there when you chose to drink alcohol. So, what is it? Who were you? What was the thought? What was the feeling? What was the circumstance that brought you right back down the rabbit hole? Here's the greater question. Did you learn from that experience? If you're not learning, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, that means you're remaining the same by choice. If you could choose to hurt yourself or make your life a little bit more miserable but tolerable with an actual poison, a carcinogen, a toxin, literally causing 7 types of cancer, then that means that you have the capability, the capacity, and the opportunity to choose water, to choose recovery, to choose fitness, to choose health, to choose these things that actually move you further away from where you don't want to be, dude. Right? So, Valentino, my question is, are you the same person? 100 days will be in Christmas morning. No, 42 pounds down. Pete, what's up, dude? 42 pounds down? Holy crap. I like the way that stands. 42 pounds down. I can't even tell you this, man. Like, I lost 60 pounds in 11 days once I stopped drinking. Granted, I was in the hospital and I was dying, so my body just ate all the meat for energy. With that said, dude, if you're drinking like a bottle of wine a day, you're having 5 glasses of wine, 4 glasses of wine, 4 beers, 5 beers, 6 beers a day, just having a sixer, that's close to an extra 1,000 calories of empty calories just packed onto your body. The chances of you having that much liquor, having that many additional calories, and having the energy to burn that off, plus having the energy to burn off any additional weight to bring you down to a healthy weight, holy crap. It means that you're working 2 or 3 times as hard for half the results, man. That's bananas. So when we stop drinking alcohol, we first off give our body permission and strength and energy to capitalize on the metabolism. The liver is the filter of your body. So it's going to break down all those foods and get out all those poisons and toxins and all the things we don't want to be there. Our liver now doesn't have to focus on alcohol. It could focus on the food and the liquids. What's up, Cactus? I appreciate you, brother. It could focus on actually getting the additional ailments provided by our day-to-day living, like eating a Pop-Tart. Yeah, there's poison crap in there. It's going to process that and get that out instead of focusing a majority of its energy on getting the poison out of your body, the carcinogen, the toxin, the disinfectant. When that happens, when we optimize our liver or give our liver a break, then we start to lose weight like super duper duper fast, dude. So you got to look at this. 100 days, 42 pounds in 100 days, just not drinking. That's insane. Excuse me, that's insane, dude. Absolutely phenomenal work. Now, then we're going to look at this and go like, okay, now I don't have all this excess weight. How do I get stronger, right? It's super trippy what happens when you just start shifting your perspectives. You're a DJ stand-up comic. It's around me free 4 times out of the week, but I'm strong for my son. Dude, Valentino, bro, that's amazing. I'm around alcohol all the time, dude. Like, I just had this conversation with this super cool cat. We're not powerless to alcohol, dude. That's just rhetoric. That's AA stuff. That's toxic reinforcement. That's not true. It's just a fluid. Gasoline, you're not powerless to gasoline. You don't drink it all day long. Like, why would you do that? Here's the crazy part about gasoline. If we marketed gasoline the same way that we marketed alcohol, we'd all drink it. We'd all drink it. We'd all be putting juice in it. We'd all be making it taste less like gasoline. But here's the even trippier part. Alcohol is ethanol, which is gasoline. So when we're drinking alcohol, whether it's wine or beer or liquor, we are drinking the same combustible element that fuels our cars, dude. How far could you drive with just the ethanol that's in your body? We don't want to drive very far with the ethanol that's in our body because there shouldn't be ethanol in our body, dude. We don't need to get it, right? So that's what I'm saying, dude. So I bring density to this and go like, it's water holds just as much power as alcohol. Alcohol just holds just as little weight as water does. It comes down to who we are and how we are giving our power to these substances. I choose to give power to water because this actually improves my quality of life. I feel better. I need it to live. Without it, I'll die. The crazy part with alcohol is if you drink it, you do die. Yet we feel like we're alive. How bananas is that, dude? I feel way more alive when I'm drinking alcohol, but it's actually killing me. I don't feel like I'm living a crazy life when I'm drinking water, but it's actually helping me live. Dude, it's a complicated emotion, man. Any tips on sleeping without drinking? Because I won't be able to sleep. Well, check this out, man. Alcohol is the reason why most people can't sleep. Alcohol causes insomnia. It disrupts the chemicals and hormones in your body that help you get deep sleep, deep rest. So, yes, it is to be expected to have some sleepless nights when you stop drinking alcohol. But granted, it's a relaxant, but it does not allow you to get deep REM, rapid eye movement sleep. It may help you pass out, but passing out isn't going to sleep. When you're passed out, dude, when you're knocked out, it's another way of saying you're paralyzed. But paralyzed people are very much awake. So I know you may feel rested, right? A little bit more rested when you drink, but you don't actually have more energy. You're not actually getting the sleep and the rest that's necessary for you to love your life, man, to be able to wake up and feel rested. You may feel less exhausted, but less exhausted isn't more rested. But more rested is definitely less exhausted. So here's the trick. Drink more water. 100%, dude. Water's your new best friend. Drink it before bed. Not too late. I was up 3 times last night. Don't drink after 6 or 7, okay? And don't drink too much, right? I mean, like, keep it casual. Stay hydrated. My point with this is you don't want to put, like, all the excess sugars. You don't want to put alcohol in your body after, like, 6 or 7. My bedtime, dude, I'm in bed by, like, 8:45. I'm asleep. What's up, Sober Bear? I'm asleep usually by about 10:20, 10:30 if I'm struggling to go to bed. But I program my mind and body to wind down and expect to be asleep by a certain time. When I do that, my body starts to make me tired. And at that point, I go, all right, cool. Let's fuel the jets. I put water in my system. Let's start winding down, dude. We're going to doom scroll on TikTok for a little bit. Get rid of this ADHD brain, okay? And then we'll be tired enough to knock out. We want to create a regimen for our sleep, dude. I'm dead serious with this. Like, we completely underestimate the power of sleep. There's 2 things you can't live without, man. More than 2, but these are the 2 major ones. You can't live without sleep. You need sleep or you die. This is why we have delirium tremens for people who have been drinking a lot of alcohol for a long period of time. You also need water. You could live without food for a long time, but you cannot live without water. These are 2 things that we don't prioritize in our life. We're not staying hydrated and we're not getting decent sleep. Those 2 things, if we just did a little bit more of, we'd feel so much better and we'd have less of a reason to drink. Remember this, dude. We very rarely drink solely because we feel good. We usually drink because we don't want to feel bad. Damn! So we look at this and go like, how are we drinking alcohol? Because alcohol can't make you feel good. It can only distract you from the things you don't want to be aware of. Okay, your leg hurts. You take a shot, doesn't hurt so bad. Not true. It hurts exactly the same amount. You're just unaware of it. This is why I keep saying, dude, where's the pain when you're not thinking about it, dude? When you're going through a breakup, when you stopped thinking about them, where is the turmoil? Where's the agony? Where did it go? I thought you just went through I thought it hurt. Doesn't it hurt really, really, really bad? But you're not thinking about it. You're doing something else. I say all this to go, we actually want to prioritize ourselves. We want to do as many things that are as good for us as humanly possible. That doesn't mean don't dabble. That doesn't mean don't be a human. That doesn't mean don't go party. It just means you want to be conscious and aware of how you're consuming these things, whether it's food, a person, an energy, a substance, whatever it is. You don't have more energy, just more shame and guilt every damn day. El Captain, so check it out. Is the guilt and shame working, dude? I had to ask this question earlier. How's that treating you? Is it helping you get better? When you do things and then beat yourself up for doing them, is it helping you do less of that thing? Or is it making you feel like you're probably going to do more of it? Guilt and shame are not constructive, okay? You can't get in trouble by another adult. It's insane to think about this. And you could yell at me all you want. I'm not in trouble. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, whether you like it or not. I'm not going to be upset with me because I chose what was right for me in that moment. You may not approve, but I don't care about how you feel about what I choose to do. It's my experience. So for me to sit here and go like, I could do better, but I'm not, and I feel weak and all this stuff, it creates the emotions that makes us want to do the thing that makes us feel guilty. I feel guilty for drinking. Interestingly enough, that guilt is what makes you want to drink. But I feel guilty for drinking. But I have shame. What's up, Nina? That shame makes you want to drink. Oh, but I drink because I have shame. It's a stupid cycle, dude. It never ends. Same with heavy drug addicts. 100%, dude. Same with anybody that overindulges. You could overindulge in anything. This is honestly why I take a break from TikTok, is because some people will overindulge in these two hats. And they're like, where are you at, dude? I was expecting you to go live. I need you. And I'm like, no, dude, you need to take a breath and sit in the sun for a minute. Take your shoes off, dude. Brian King, what's up, bro? So stoked to see you, man. You need to go outside, man. You need to go look at the clouds. You don't need me to show up, dude. That's the opposite. But I missed you, though. All right, that's good. That's what you get, okay? That's what you get. Is Emmy Lane in the building? Holy crap, she is in the building. Never ending. We just lie to ourselves. Bronca, this is so true. We sit here and it feels better. I'm telling you this, man. It is, as an unhealthy person, someone that practiced extremely unhealthy behavior. Hey, Melissa. It is so much easier to lie to yourself, dude. What's up, Trissa? Is it Trissa? Frissa? What up? It's just living in the illusion of what you prefer. Nobody. What's up, Becca? Nobody ever. Oh, it is Trissa. No. Nobody ever wants to sit here and go, I accept how horrible I am. I allow the density of my own shitty behavior to be the forefront of my decisions. Nobody wants to accept and allow the fact that they suck. Nobody does, man. It's all subjective, meaning your perspective is true to you, my perspective is true to me. All with the math is mathing in my head, therefore it's true. But it is extremely difficult to look at your own behavior and go, I'm the toxic one. That's why one of those for a long time there was this trending video on TikTok, or trending sound. It's like, am I the toxic one? And then now there's people going like, I went to therapy and I found out that I'm the toxic one. You know how strong you got to be practicing this behavior? You're practicing strength in that exact moment. You're sitting here going like, dude, I recognize what I'm doing. I also see how those decisions are affecting me personally. And it's not that I want to change. It's that the inevitable result of me wanting to be better is changing. It has to change. I have to change. I've got to shift, man. It doesn't mean stop doing this entirely, but it does mean start doing this. When you start doing these things that are actually good for you, you literally don't have time, energy, or interest to do the things that don't contribute to the direction you want to go. I'm not hanging out with you, bro, because you're not on the same trajectory as me. No, you can't wear one of my hats, okay? Right? We're not moving forward together, so it's a hell no, man. I'm not going to eat that. It's not packed with good nutrition. I want to be someone that makes healthy food choices as often as possible. So I'm saying no to this, all because I'm saying yes to this or to that or whatever. But it comes, once again, it doesn't matter what part of our journey that we're in, whether we were practicing alcoholic behavior, we had substance issues, we were raised in toxic environments. We have to recognize where we are so we can then start designing where we want to be. We can't just continue doing the same things and expect all new results. We have to feel like crap for a second. This is the whole point. We think that we're not supposed to be in pain. We think that these uncomfortable emotions aren't supposed to be there. Dude, just because you feel bad doesn't mean you're not supposed to feel bad. We need the pain. We need this anguish. We need this push. Pain makes us move. But what are we doing with that pain, dude? Are we sitting with this pain and going I can't believe I'm in pain and I'm afraid of feeling my emotions? You're afraid of feeling? So you have a feeling about feeling? Bro, just feel it. Quit kicking animals, man. Can you stop yelling at your former, please? Can you stop making everyone else's life exceedingly more difficult, all because you refuse to accept the fact that you suck as a person? Dude, allow it to be true so you can stop being that, man. It's not important to make everyone's lives around you more difficult, all because you're good at making your own life more difficult. Once we accept these things and allow it to be true, then we can go, all right, I take full responsibility of my decisions from here on out. I take credibility for the things that I did, but I don't want to be recognized and represented by my shitty decisions. I want to leave a legacy of health and happiness, and I'm going to do that by making more conscious decisions, man. I'm going to choose. You speak from experience. I do. I want to choose to be a good person. So what does that look like? Can I send you my mom to pay any price? You can send whomever you want to pay any price about anything. I think it might be addicted to eggnog in the holiday season. Is that bad? Well, addicted means that you physically have a dependency. It means without eggnog, your noggin is full of egg. That's a problem. Your brain goes to mush without the nog in your system. So yeah, that would be bad. Too much of anything is a problem, right? Too much of anything. It could be too much water, man. Too much octopus, right? Been hanging out with those guys way too long. Too much of that person, dude. It's a problem. This is why we regulate our existence. And we want to be as aware of ourselves as humanly possible. First off, to realize when we've been spending too much time, energy, or resources in a specific area, like alcohol, so we can get clear with that. Once we get clear, then once again, we can either spend less time or no time. Because once again, if we keep doing what's hurting us, we're going to keep feeling the pains of those decisions. And they're not fun at all. No, says Anna Elizabeth. Windy there? Spun that hat around. Yeah, that's what happens, man. There's crazy winds over here. Out here in Michigan on a lake. The winds are banana sandwiches, dude. I haven't seen winds like this in a long time. Blowing the snow around. The little wiener dogs running around here, almost getting caught in these winds, dude. I had to hold him back by his leash because he's about to float away. So yeah, man, the wind definitely flips hats around. I'm almost to my 900 days, dude. Sheena, holy crap, Oli. Speaking of wiener dogs, he just popped in the building. He's not flying away.
He's not.
He's not. Holy jeez. 900 days. I found wieners. This is Hank. He's the pup and stuff. Yeah, he was out in the snow, dude. He just full on, he dives into the snow. Holy jeez. With all that said, are you gonna come kick it?
Sure.
Okay, you guys have seen the name Emmy Lane in here numerous times. I've been talking about this absolutely phenomenal human being for quite some time. And now we're going to put a face to the name, dude. Holy bejesus. Holy bejesus. Do you want to say hey?
Hi. Oh my God.
Why are you going to look how, you see that? Do you see this? Okay. So check this out. We were just kicking it. Let me say this. This is her beautiful home. I've been invited as the partner, as the significant, as the favorite, as the bestie, and as a positive force in her life and our life. And I'm so goodness gracious thankful to have met this absolutely phenomenal human being. Our lives are better because we know each other. And I've mentioned this numerous times. I've said this so many times. If the duplicate version of you walked into the room, would you be excited to hang out with that person? Because if you're not, there's some work to be had. So this is the duplicate version of me. It's
true.
It's insane, dude. Like, we're talking about finishing each other's sentences. We're talking about the same meditations, the same interests, same music, same style, same vibe, same interest. Not to the point of it being like ridiculous, but to the point of it being exciting. And we're like, holy crap, dude. Every conversation, every time we communicate, every time we're doing something, it's like hanging out with yourself. And you're just consistently growing. Not only that, but this absolutely phenomenal woman has more experience in certain areas that I know nothing about. And this is in regards to substances. This is in regards to people. This is in regards to just like basic experiences. And one of the things that she was just describing to me was this book, which is super duper duper sick. Around the Year with Emmett Fox.
It's a super good one.
This is, we're going to say, banned or contraband in what, AA?
It's not AA or Al-Anon, NA, OA. It's not an affiliate with them, but it is an extremely important book if you do like a 12-step program.
Got it. So,
as a person that was in Al-Anon for a long time and Alateen, this is one of my favorite books. Absolutely.
How much time did you spend in Al-Anon?
I was in Al-Anon. I started probably my teenage years, did Alateen, and I started at 24. And kind of embarked in bits and pieces. I would say a total of probably 6 years.
Got it, 6 years.
Yeah.
You don't like AA.
Neil
okay,
says
look.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Wait, what?
But,
not liking AA?
I don't know if he's talking to me or if he's talking to you. I don't dislike AA.
You're definitely talking about me. No, I hate AA. It's absolutely not. She has a completely different experience because of family. Mm-hmm. She's never had to go to AA. She was never one of those people that needed or felt the need to be in AA. She was more there for her family, and so she had the experience of being around a ton of AA members. Yeah. Definitely knows the rhetoric, definitely knows the messaging and the lifestyle of AA way more than I do. But then she also knows the other side of that. Someone being in Al-Anon, supporting others who are in AA. Yeah. So being the child of someone who was in AA or still calls themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do believe entirely that AA can work for people. It just depends on the person, the circumstance, and the kind of individual that needs that kind of support. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing bad with it. Excuse me. But at the same time, I was searching for something as an alternative to AA for a long time about people becoming familiar with recovery as opposed to sobriety and supporting those people. And I think that's where Kohdi's message really resonated with me.
This is what Spider's talking about. He says, AA told me I was a bad person. Kohdi told me I'm a person who made bad choices. Guess which worked? Bro.
Got that one.
So that's absolutely phenomenal, dude. So the trip with that is I personally don't subscribe to good, bad, right or wrong, things like that. The conversation that I had today with this super amazing dude was, he's like, what's good is good. And I'm like, that's not true. Because good, the concept of good, is also subjective. When we say this is good, it's a collective agreement. I mean, it means that we could all basically assume that this is a good idea. This is a good action. This is good, right? But what's good isn't necessarily good for you, specifically in that moment. So if we relate this back to AA being like, you're a bad person, that may have the intention of being good. It may be good to hear that, but that's not good for you. Your holistic approach, your organic expansion of discovering yourself is going to help you determine what good is and what bad is. So I personally don't even use those words if I can help it. And I go, I don't prefer that. That's not my preference. I prefer two hats, not just one, right? It's not bad that I have two. It's not good that I have two. It just is. But I say this to go, I don't prefer someone attempting to shame me, guilt me, beat me, manipulate me, belittle me into feeling a certain kind of way about myself simply because that's their perspective. That's not true. And if we go back to that, it's not good either. Bro, so I say all of that ADHD expansiveness to go, you're a great person that made less than preferred choices, dude. Guess what I am? Guess what she is? A great person that has made less than preferred choices, man. But that's why we grow with these things. We look at it and go like, okay, am I growing with these experiences? Or am I continuing to make decisions that are outside what's actually working for me? Super powerful self. Okay. I love that show. And she is beautiful, so it's a compliment. What? She's talking about you, dude. Goodness gracious. Dog, I appreciate you, man. I just say not today, Satan.
That's a perfect one. Yes, that's my Ray girl. Rachel, I love you. That's Rachel.
Oh,
our
shit.
Rachel.
What's up, girl? Oh, yeah. What's going on,
Where's Jesse?
girl?
Where's your hubby?
Gnarly fit in the building. Oh, wait. Is
Our
it?
favorite Jim.
That is so dope, dude. Who is that? Alyssa? Who is that? This is Emily, dude. Or in here, if she's popping around, you see it as Emmy. Emmy Lane, dude.
I've talked to her before.
Yeah, dude. Hang on. All right, so Trasco, when you say help, dude, I need a full sentence. What do you mean help? Because we're all out here to support each other. But when we just walk down the street...
Oh, Erica, my cousin's on... Hi, Erica. Oh, my goodness. I'm so happy.
Dude, that's so dope.
She's
I love this.
my best. She's like my sister.
Does she have a TikTok too?
She does.
No, you right there.
Mine?
She's going to throw out a couple hearts right there.
Okay.
Right? Because they're looking for you.
Okay, where?
Yeah,
How do I...
Add a comment. Yeah, just
Okay.
throw out some hearts. So Emmy's going to throw out some hearts right here, and we want you to follow her. She's my favorite person on the absolute planet, dude. I am so happy, so thankful, so appreciative to just have been aligned with this human being. It's an amazing thing what happens when you focus on becoming the greatest version of yourself. Because you attract people that are like, I see you, dude. And Elizabeth!
Can we keep her? Yes, we can.
We're not, she's not going anywhere, okay? She's going to take over these lives one day, watch. Twin flames, we'll say this. In regards to, okay, see how we're like, all right? Okay, so twin flames, we both have already had our twin flames.
We believe we have.
Twin flames aren't what, LOA, yes, Jack, 100%. Can I pin her comment?
Yes.
I totally can. How can I do
Erica's?
that? Oops, the wrong buttons. No, we're going to pin yours.
Oh.
Let's do this.
Look at us.
Look at
all these devices.
This is very...
I know, we're trying so hard.
Actually, can I pin it? I don't know what's happening. We'll figure it out. She'll keep commenting. So twin flame, dude, is very rarely...
Sheena, thank you. You're so sweet.
Her personality glows. I know, dude. These aren't lights in this room. It's just her walking around. Look at this smile, dude. Like, she's great. She's absolutely phenomenal, dude. 222 in the building. We're talking about LOA manifestation, the whole deal. 10,000 likes in here. I absolutely love it. Kelsey, what's up, girl? Another crowd blaming the booze for everything. Get real, you quitters. You know what's interesting, dude? Some of the most powerful people on the entire planet know when to quit. Tumbleweed obviously does not know when to quit. He just shows up. He thinks that he's the healthiest person in the room. He enjoys arriving and attempts to do exactly what members of AA and other toxic communities do. Make other people feel bad for being healthy, for taking care of themselves. The most successful, abundant, peaceful, blissful, happy humans quit shit every day. Every day. You know why? Because we are strong enough to quit doing the things that don't add value to our life. We quit it. We quit. We quit the poison. We quit the toxicity. We quit the people. We quit the concepts, the ideas. We quit the unrealistic dreams, dude. Only weak humans or people who are practicing weak behavior refuse to quit in the thought or belief that they're actually doing something strong for themselves. Just because you don't know how to say no or you refuse to say yes to something is good for you doesn't mean you're stronger, doesn't mean you're built different, doesn't mean you have more, doesn't mean you bring more, doesn't mean you're creating more. It doesn't mean that you're the one. It means you are one of the only ones that refuse to quit what's hurting you. That's not sexy, bro. This is that. Polly Shore says no. 2 weeks and 2 days? Holy crap. How sober is 2 weeks and 2 days?
As sober as 4.
Is sober, which is how many percentage is sober?
Ooh, the percentage is sober? Wait, I don't know that.
It's 100%.
Well,
if you can't get more sober than sober.
Like...
Okay, so sober is sober, dude. Okay, so
4 days,
we're saying this.
Days.
So if you've made it past 4 days.
Can we see your nails?
So 2 weeks and 2 days. Oh, did you just do? She did.
Yeah.
Show 'em.
Sorry. Well, you were in the middle of something good.
Excuse me.
I picked these yesterday. They're so good. These are done from, oh my gosh, my people here are so good. Like, it's unreal. Unreal. And I work with my hands all the time. Tragic mess with chemistry all the time. And they still stand. Thank you. I love them too.
They're super dope.
I do like them.
So, just staying somewhat on track.
Yes, please.
4 days sober is the exact same amount of sober as 2 weeks, as 2 years, as 2 millennia. Sober is sober, dude. It takes 4 days for alcohol to process, on average, out of your body. And so we look at this and go like, we don't need to start celebrating. We don't wait to celebrate at 2 weeks. We don't wait to celebrate at 2 years. Bro, you're just as sober as I am. I'm not even sober. I'm beyond sober. I'm way beyond sober. It doesn't mean I'm special. It just means that I've put so much time and energy into recovery that I don't identify as sober anymore. That's the trip, is you can break all of your addictive behaviors, all the addictive thoughts, all of the dependence or the dependencies, all of the habits, and become a completely different human being with zero ailments that lock you into the identity of being a problem drinker or an alcoholic, or a dry drunk or whatever that is. So when you put your energy into recovery, you're not as sober as long, because you're not just not saying no, you're actively saying yes to becoming someone new, becoming someone healthier.
I think he wants you.
Hank knows. What's up, pup and stuff? So we want to celebrate as soon as we can. Bronca, you know what I'm talking about. Let's enjoy without alcohol all day. Erica, Hank. We're just alcohol.
That's basically her for cousin.
Hit him straight says you are changing lives. I am actively impacting lives that are allowing themselves to be impacted. Unless I'm literally hitting you in the face, you're allowing yourself to be impacted. But I do appreciate it. I do have a very, very strong passion to helping as many people as I possibly can. If you guys don't know my story, I'm an ex-alcoholic liver failure survivor, creator of 2 of the most powerful sobriety and recovery programs on planet Earth. They are recognized around the world, dude. We have books written about them. I'm an international best-selling author. I've been on hundreds and hundreds of podcasts, man. Everybody has access to everything I've ever created, including a shirt with the link in my bio, or going to sobernotsober.com. That's where all of my resources are. One of the videos that I put out today is called the single shot method, and it is a neurological and biochemical way of practicing drinking less alcohol safely and minimizing withdrawal symptoms. A majority of the people, including myself, refused to stop drinking because they didn't want to feel like crap because of the headaches and stomach aches and DTs and all of these things. So the single shot method has actually helped people save their own lives by putting them in a state of control with practice so they can consume less alcohol over time, which is also known as harm reduction, and basically getting their lives back. Everybody has access to this. And that's one of the last videos I put out today. It's basically this: if you drink 10 drinks, you're going to practice drinking 9. If you drink 9 drinks, you can practice drinking 8. And you're going to continue doing that for about a month or 2, get it down to about 4. And at that point, you could just safely quit without the fear of withdrawals. Which brings up this really interesting kind of concept and term and reality and question.
What's that?
How do you feel about dry drunks?
Oh, that's a dicey question. I think dry drunks are walking amongst us more than we realize. That's what I think.
Got it.
Especially with AA. And no offense, again, to AA. If it worked for you, if it works for you, work it. Do the thing. But I think that there are so many people that subscribe to sobriety as recovery through AA or through their own modalities, through therapists, through recovery in rehab centers, but they still walk that dry drunk walk without the recovery. That's what I think. And I've experienced that in numerous ways my entire life.
Got it.
And I think most of us have. We just don't really realize it.
Do you feel like dry drunk is dangerous, more dangerous?
In a way, yeah, because with actual alcohol in their hand or as something that we can remove from them as a substance when they're in a mood, in a cycle, we can at least target that. When we don't have that to target and we just have this mood, this
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I don't
100%.
know. Sorry.
Right, no.
This is like me just being new on this whole thing. So
No, we haven't asked these
this.
questions before. You guys are catching it like firsthand.
But dry drunk is definitely it's an issue. It's a true issue.
Okay, so if someone has a drink in their hand, you could be like, hey, just give me this
just
thing.
get rid of that.
But if they don't have a drink in their hand,
why are you acting like that?
Right, got it. So 100%. So that's super scary. Because when someone prefers to drink, my mother was a drunk. Like, she identifies as an alcoholic, but the way she practiced drinking was she drank to get drunk. Like, and it wasn't every day. It was often enough for it to be a problem. She's 4 years sober now. Sober as in, there's still a potential. That's what sobriety is. Sobriety is saying no. But the point is that there's full-on alcoholics that have a physical dependency on it. And because of that dependency, they've got extremely poor physical health, extremely poor mental health, energetic health, spiritual health. The more we drink, the more we have a reason to drink. Alcoholics are people that imbibe substances at high amounts. Don't do these things because they just want to. They are escaping or surviving the ailments that come along with that substance. This is why we look at these cycles and go, I drink because I have anxiety. Dude, you have anxiety because you drink, man. I drink because I'm depressed and don't want to be. Well, you have depression because of the amount of alcohol you're consuming. And so what she was referring to is another one of these concepts is I can get the alcohol out of your hands, but you are still you, man. I can get you away from those people. I can get you away from those toxins and those substances, but you still exist. So if alcohol is a symptom, dude. Is moderation ever possible? Absolutely, dude. 100%. So listen to this, man. 60% of the world drinks alcohol or considers someone that would drink. 30% of those people actually have like sobriety issues. It means that they prefer to be messed up or, hey, thank you so much. Keep eating the I forget your name. They're struggling to either stay sober or they're struggling to find reasons not to drink. Okay, so that's 30%. That's a lot of people. 76 million people right now just in the US are struggling to stay sober. Now, when we talk about drinking in moderation, if we're talking about a full-on alcoholic breaking their alcoholic behavior, breaking or curing what some people would call a disease of alcoholism, and then drinking in moderation, is that possible? 100%. Absolutely. People do it every single day. Because remember this, if you're not practicing alcoholic behavior or you're not actively pretending like you're an alcoholic, you're not at high risk of developing alcoholism, okay? If you don't have alcoholism or you're not practicing those types of behavior, then technically you're drinking in moderation, you're drinking responsibly. Is that encouraged for someone who once developed an addiction to alcohol like myself years and years and years ago? Absolutely not. It's a poison. It's a toxin. It's a carcinogen. It causes cancer, dude. How many women have breast cancer right now and drink alcohol? The thing that causes breast cancer. You see what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people that I've worked with personally. I've supported thousands of people, worked one-on-one with hundreds. Part of the conversation I was talking about today was a gentleman who jumped on my calendar. Very excited to meet him. It was a great conversation. There's people who have practiced unhealthy behavior for a very long time. We've been able to work together, or they've been able to use some of these modalities and tools and resources to drink themselves back down to a healthy amount of alcohol. That is an oxymoron. Because I don't know if it's an oxymoron, but it is a contradiction. There's no such thing as healthy alcohol, but there is a low risk consumption of it, which is 4 drinks or less for men, 3 drinks or less for women. That just means that you're not doing no damage. You're just not putting yourself at risk of developing, heart issues, lung issues, organ issues, liver failure, ascites, shrinkage of your brain, dude. Your eyes, everything is affected by alcohol, man. So moderation is possible, but you're not just going to quit drinking, as in you have 10 drinks a day for 10 years, and then you stop drinking for a year, and then pick it up again. You're going to go right back to having 10 drinks. That's just how it goes. But if you practice drinking, 3 or 4 drinks for a few months, and that became your new average, then stopped, in a year from now, if you decided to pick it back up, you'd go right back to having 3 or 4 drinks, which is in moderation. No small amounts is okay, period. It doesn't matter.
It's Biden now. I mean, everything changed, right? It's 2 drinks a week.
Oh, that's the preferred recommendation.
Yeah.
So Canada was like, dude, you gotta listen to, I talk about this. 1 drink a week spikes your cortisol, which means more depression, more anxiety, poor sleep, like all of these things. 1 drink a week. So when we're going, hey, 2 drinks a week, that means 2 restless nights. That means 2 times the anxiety, 2 times the potential depression. The trip is that most people think that that's just what life is. Life is bouts of depression. Life is anxiety. That's part of the human experience, but that's not what life is. I always hide behind words. I wouldn't drink it if it hadn't happened to me. I get you, dude. Do I think AA works? 100%.
I was just going to say, we just embarked on that.
100%. AA, here's the trip, dude. It's not designed for most people. But for the people that it is designed for, it works every time.
What are the stats of people that actually become sober and stay sober from AA?
10%.
It's 10% for 1 year, right?
It's just in general. So those are roughly the same stats. 95% of people that go to AA are going to drink again. And most of those people are going to relapse, as in their circumstances are going to get worse. Yeah. They're going to go there for the sole purpose of wanting to get control over their alcohol.
Or needing to because of law, right? Like they got in trouble, drunk driving, domestic violence, something like that, anger management. They have to. Right. Or cirrhosis.
Yeah, 100%.
Want to get it on the liver transplant list?
That's what happened to me. Right. AA wasn't going to help me get sober, dude. There's no way. I drank so much alcohol, like there's absolutely no way that I could go to AA, sit in a room for an hour, and not need a doctor. Like, AA, we got to really look at this. AA is not meant to fix something like that. But 95% of people that are going to go there, they're going to drink again, and it's going to get worse. That's an issue. And the reason why I'm so heavy on this is because there's an entire portion of the population that are more similar to her and I. ADHD, CPTSD, PTSD, BPD, ADD. Dude, autism. There's a whole world of humans that are not factored in to a typical 12-step program. And if they find themselves in that program, what are the chances that they're sitting still? That they're like full on, that they're into it? They don't want to be there to start with, right? And then they're forced to go through these things. That's not how we process. It's not how we learn. It's not organic. It's not considered healthy. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. But once again, any tool can be turned into a weapon, including words, right? So if you're the type of person that enjoys, kind of a school setting, that doesn't mind being kind of formatted told what to do, given rules and regulations, boundaries, and you enjoy I guess you would call camaraderie, like the community, then you're probably going to get some pretty decent results in there. You'll find friends, you'll find strength, you'll develop a pretty sick sense of willpower, you'll be supported and praised, you'll actually grow up the ranks, recognized as an elder, like it's super duper cool. But if that's not your type of setting, then what else is there? There's Beyond Sober, there's Unlabeled, there's mat recovery, there's smart recovery, there's all kinds of different ways. There's meditation, there's spirituality, there's yoga that will heal your ass. Everything.
There's so many people I want to say things to right now.
Get it?
I'm not. Yeah, okay, well, Jocelyn, what are you selling? Nothing.
Sobriety
Nothing.
is free, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, first of all, if you're not going to be here because you want to be here and say something nice, then bye-bye. Like, we don't need that. That's not what this is about. We're not shaming anyone. We're not talking crap about anyone. First of all, I'd also like to say something about dry drunks because I had to go upstairs, I had to go potty and put my wiener dog away because he was and I was a little bit caught off camera in the whole thing.
Got it.
One of the things about dry drunks that I'd like to elaborate on is, one of the things I'd like to elaborate on with dry drunks that I was like being caught off guard with, being on camera for the first time with Kohdi here, is the difference between people that are actual recovered people as opposed to dry drunks, whether it's getting that sobriety on their own through AA, whatever modality, that's totally fine, is they don't have the happiness piece. Right. They don't have the habits piece. So they haven't found something else to replace that drink. They haven't found something else to replace that misery, that frustration, that anger, that rage, whatever reason it is that they're drinking, that's the piece. So the happiness piece is not about staying dry. It's not about being a non-alcoholic or a recovered person. It's because they've actually habitually put something into place that's tried to make their brain happy, and they've placed that into their every single day practice, whether that's meditation, prayer, eating differently, going to the gym, meeting with friends, having camaraderie, whatever that is. That's the difference. But dry drunks are typically just as miserable drunk as they are sober.
So 100%.
That's it.
Thank you. No, that's absolutely it. See what I'm saying? Like, do you even need me for this conversation?
Yes, we do.
Look, here's the question, just based on what you just said. How happy are you that you're not hit by trucks every day?
So fucking happy.
No. No. Okay, so I said that in a different way.
Backfire.
It was a backfire just because I didn't set it up. What makes you more happy? The fact that you get to come home to a warm, happy house, or the fact that you didn't get hit by a truck today?
First option for sure.
Okay, so when we sit here and go like, guess how many trucks they didn't get hit by today? That's not cool.
That should never be a
I also did not get hit by trucks today. Guess how many people I didn't hit in the face today?
Oh my God.
Good for you.
I'm so happy for you.
That's amazing. Wow. How many did you want to?
That's a different question.
Got it. So we look at this and go like, okay, am I just like doing this toxic positivity thing by going, guess how many days?
That's a whole different podcast right
100%.
there.
How many days have I gone without doing something bad? Or how happy am I with what I've been investing in? I've been investing in myself, my future, my family, my energy, right? I've been investing in strength in all of these things. These are what are just as powerful, if not more powerful, than our ability to say no to something that we shouldn't have to say no to start with, And once again, we're not all sitting here going like, you know what? I really wanted to say yes to something bad, but I'm not. Most of us have become victims of our circumstances.
Yes.
And it's those circumstances that have basically given us the permission to say yes to things that are not healthy.
Enabling us to keep drinking, enabling us to be a dry drunk, enabling us to be miserable, even if we're not drinking the drink, or have another one just because it's the holidays, or because I'm really miserable right now because my job is this and this girl is that, and oh, my boyfriend broke up with me, and I could keep going because I'm a hairstylist, and believe me when I tell you, I hear it all day long. All day long.
Chris, this is a good question. I was just talking about this, man, with this gentleman on a call today. Do you think it's a lack of discipline?
Ooh.
I'll tell you this, man. Discipline outweighs willpower any day. It doesn't matter. So, for instance, it snowed today.
Yes.
Okay. you went to work.
Had to.
You got up early.
Yeah.
Right. You even tried to set the alarm early. You're like, nope, we're gonna do this. We're gonna meditate. We're gonna drink water. We're gonna eat food. We're gonna do these things. We're gonna get ready. I'm gonna get on the road. Oh shit, it's snowing.
It is snowing way more than we thought it was going to here.
Right.
A lot.
So the thing with this is that it's her commitment to doing it because she doesn't want to. We don't necessarily want to be up at 5:30, even though it's awesome. 5:15. We don't want to have to do these things.
Yeah.
But we do enjoy doing them, and we know they're good for us. We find the joy. We create the joy. We will do whatever is necessary and continue to arrive and activate this discipline. Because even the most disciplined people still have lazy days and off days.
And they
talk
should.
themselves out of it. And right.
Yeah, be human.
Right.
Being a human is okay.
But here's the thing, though. My personal preference when it comes to the explanation of discipline is doing it specifically because you don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, not that you have to and that you have enough strength to do it. It's that you specifically don't want to go to work. You specifically don't want to go to the gym. You specifically don't want to clean the thing. You don't want to make the call. That's why you do it. Specifically because it's not in alignment with your comfortability. I'm cozy. I'm comfortable. I don't want to do the thing. Right. That's when we do it. Right then. It's at that point that we go like, damn, I took 15 extra sips of water today. I didn't even want to.
But that's also success. A self-commitment too, 100%. Right? Like that self-discipline or that discipline is he was talking about, Chris was talking about.
Yeah. So
it's not for anyone else, it's for you.
100%. We all get to benefit from everyone else. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 302. Appreciate you, dude. Discipline is something that's generated. We don't wake up with discipline. Like, I can't yell at you until you have discipline. And I actually can't even shame you. That's true. No. I can't even shame you or guilt you into having discipline.
No.
I can make you feel bad for not having it.
But it's a self-practice.
100%.
It truly is. Which goes into a lot of the BISO thing. I mean, I feel like.
What are the hats protecting you from? Cold air?
We both have really cold ears.
Yeah,
that's a thing that we embarked on as a couple that we didn't know. So I wear headbands all the time or hats all the time. And he does too. And so that was like a thing that we found that was kind of cute and like a little cute combination as we started to date. But we're like, why are we always like this? Oh, because we both have really cold ears. I
have to have something. That's why I wear usually.
And it just happens to be cold here. So.
Dude, it's 6 inches of snow today.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Just crazy.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Blowing.
Okay, so how do you help an addict?
Ooh, that's a really... Ooh, could you be more specific, Danielle?
Yeah.
How do you help an addict? An addict of alcohol, addict of drugs, food? What are we talking about?
Cody, why are you doing this? We're also going to need you to be more specific.
Yeah,
why
Cody,
am I doing
what? Wearing hats?
The hat?
Out with this chick?
Yeah, where do you guys live? She currently lives in Michigan. I'm up here visiting.
Yep.
It's absolutely phenomenal. I have a place in Tennessee. Born and raised in California. And then... yeah.
Okay, she said alcohol.
Okay, got it. So alcohol addiction. So how do you support someone with alcohol addiction? Here's the trick. We have to remember that if someone has an addiction, they're in one of their most vulnerable states you could ever possibly imagine. We're going to say one of the most powerful ways to support someone that's in active addiction is to be the reflection of who you want them to mimic. What that means is if you were addicted to something and I needed you to pay attention to me, I would make sure that every time you saw me, I was doing something that's good for you, not doing something good for you. Every time you see me, I'm drinking water. Every time you see me, I'm going for a walk. 100%. Every time that you see me, you are reminded of what health and happiness looks like.
Right.
I wouldn't attempt. We also don't want to go like, you need to change.
No.
You can't wear that. That's not good for you. That doesn't.
Or else.
Exactly. Because if we're addicted to something, we've allowed that to become literally our personality. We've allowed that to become an extension of our psyche. So to stop doing something is going to be interpreted as stop being you.
Yeah.
You're going to take that personally.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. And then rightfully, I would keep going down the bottle.
100%.
Which I've done.
So
these
this.
are the past.
Yeah.
This was my marriage. I'm telling you guys right now, we will have more on all of this one day. There is so much there. And that is it's so correct.
But here's the trip, though. On the flip side, if I was like, hey, what you're doing, I understand 100% why you're drinking the amount of alcohol you are.
Yeah.
And understand where that comes from. And I care about you and I appreciate you and I respect you. And you're amazing.
Yeah.
And I want the best for you. How can I help you get even healthier? What can I do to support you as you start taking care of yourself? Do we need more water? I don't need to know why you drink because we all understand.
Right.
The truth is that if you continue drinking alcohol the way you do, I fear you're not even going to be around long enough for me to love you the way you deserve.
Right.
How can I guarantee that you stick around longer?
How would a sick person answer that?
That's the trip.
Ooh.
That's the question. Because a sick person is going to go, I'm drinking so I don't take myself out sooner. I'm drinking the pain away so I don't have a reason to hurt myself. This is the interesting part. This is where we want to approach this from a state of love. Bronca, I see you.
Or avoidance and denial. There's also that. I mean, truly, there's plenty of people that would have you look at them and say that and go, I don't have a problem.
Right.
I don't have an issue.
Right.
I don't need help.
But here's the thing, though. I personally fear that if you continue drinking the way you do, you're not going to be around long enough for any of us to love you the way you deserve. Like, I'm trying to love you, but it's like not possible. You're not even here. And you deserve my love, but I can't give it to you if you're continuing to get all the love you need from liquor.
Right.
That's the trip. That's the density. That's where things.
Sad.
Ryan McCoy's in the building, one of the funniest cats on the planet.
True.
Ryan, what's up, dude? I'm so stoked to see you, bro. Can you write this down? Here's the phrase, man. Like, I'm encouraging everyone to. You could even record the screen right now if you want. I'll say this phrase. It has helped so many people, and the reason why it works is because people that are struggling with alcohol or substance abuse don't take these substances or stay in toxic circumstances because they don't care. It looks like that. Every time I see you, there's a drink in your hand. They continue doing this because they care a lot and don't want to.
It's peace.
It's peace. 100%. I am so impacted by these specific emotional circumstances or the reality of my environment that I'm forced to care to such a degree that it's so painful that I literally have to escape it. Just a small Carnival cruise. Just let me just sip it, which once again releases the dopamine, helps you feel a little bit more safe. We drink for safety. So here's the phrase. I fear that if you continue drinking alcohol the way you do, that you won't be around long enough for me to love you the way you deserve. Anybody, it doesn't matter what it is, if you continue eating the way you do, if you continue that relationship, if you continue smoking, whatever it is, if you continue doing that, you're not going to be around long enough for me to love you the way you deserve. Regardless if you're struggling with something, to just hear that, or for someone to take the time to say that
and look at your eyes
and and mean it,
yeah,
100%. It changes the game. It strikes a chord deep within their loins. Yeah, it makes such an interesting impact. Miranda, I don't think I deserve love. Here's the crazy part about you thinking that. It's not true.
No, it's not true. That's just a belief.
That's just a belief. So here's the trick. That's the question, though. But is it true?
Yeah, that's like Dr. Amen. He always says, is it true? Take your feeling out of it, whether you're drunk or sober. Is it true? I don't think I deserve love. Is that true?
Of all the people on the planet, you're the one that doesn't deserve love.
I'm sorry, you're here. Like, the fact that you exist on this planet is statistically astronomical.
Yeah. The fact
you
that
are
you're
not
still
an
here.
anomaly. You are supposed to be here.
Dude, you being on Earth and being here is an act of self-love.
Thank you. You deserve love.
100%. You
Period.
are the definition of deserving.
Yeah.
It's not like,
You don't
maybe if I do this, then I can get. No, you love you the way you feel that you should be loved. Regardless if you deserve it. Regardless if you feel like you deserve it. You love you the way that you would love someone else. If you have the capacity or the interest or have the installment of what love looks like or could look like, and you are in a place or could imagine being in a place to love someone else in that way, that's how you start treating you. That's how you attract people that are literal reflections of your own self-love. I love me so hard, dude. Like, I don't even.
He really does.
this,
like, he
dude.
loves himself so much. Like, it's
But you do too. Like,
I do
that's the
too.
thing.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
she's over there loving her, and I'm over here loving me, and then we get together. And we're like, let me love you. Let me do it for you. It's super amazing. But look,
Gotta do it, though. Gotta do it.
We attract what we are, though. So it's, if you feel like you don't deserve love, that's first off untrue. It's just untrue. And here's another fact. The fact that you're the type of person that would show up in a live like this and hang out and share themselves in that way, that's a person that has a tremendous amount of value. Someone that we love, whether you like it or not. Emily and I operate from the density of love, dude. It's not just something...
It's gross. Like, there's so much love. It's like...
You are loved whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
It's going to be happening.
Right. The only reason why you might not feel that is because you're in your own way of that. Baseline love, says Ann.
Baseline love.
Yeah, 100%.
That's our girl, Ann.
Y'all siblings? I love that question, dude.
Really? Really?
it.
We look like siblings?
You
Do
two
we?
remind me of my husband and I.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
I've
Wait,
been with
really
my
don't
partner
wanna
for
be
10 years, but I've been in this recovery journey alone, it feels. That's a powerful one. I was talking about this today, actually.
I'm just trying to read at the same time,
No,
guys,
you're
because
good.
I'm still doing...
Feel free to call out and all that jazz. Okay, so you've been with your partner for 10 years, but I've been on this recovery journey alone, it feels.
Gotcha.
So, Sheena, check this out. One of the most devastating truths, Ann and I have talked about it, Emily and I have talked about it, is you're never going to feel more alone than what's next to somebody that can't see you. That you don't feel like they are with you on this. Here's the truth. Two different things, possibly three. You are never alone. You're always with you. You're always with you. This is why I continue to say, dude, like, you want to be your own best friend.
Yes.
When you're not here and I'm just doing what I do, I'm dancing around, I'm hanging out with me, and then you come home and I'm also hanging out with me. There's 4 of us here. Like, it's super trippy. The additional reality is we are all on our own. We're all on our own. You are on your own right now. I am on my own right now. But we are not alone.
Yeah.
Okay? We have our own individual experiences. That's called our own. Okay? So you may feel alone in this journey. And this is because it's only your journey. No one else can experience this with you, and we can't do it for you either. So when you're on a journey as powerful as this, specifically recovery, as you're feeling new feelings, you are expanding in areas you never thought possible. You are meeting people that are reflections of your past self. As you are sharing yourself with your husband or your friends or family, or even in the mirror, it is your own journey. You can't even describe it. It's like how am I supposed to understand you? It's you. You did it. You're doing it. Now, we want to take that and use that as a power. It's mine. It's my journey. I get to own this. I get to own all the successes. I get to own all the emotions. I get to own all of the goals that I'm hitting. I get to own up on all of these emotions. I get to have experiences that nobody else on the entire planet and in this galaxy can have, because it's just me. That's the most amazing part. One of the most amazing parts about being a human being is we're all on our own. But this is also why we create community. This is always also why we create connection and unity and click together, so we could help each other feel less alone, so the density of that loneliness doesn't get in the way of our success. So If you're feeling lonely, it's because you're actually making progress, dude. That's power. If you didn't feel alone, if you didn't feel these feelings, you might not be going very far. Am I sober from booze?
Yes, a little bit.
I'm beyond sober. I don't drink alcohol.
6.5 years.
More, yeah. I love guys like you. Ryan, I appreciate you. I love guys like you, man. May the joy and happiness that you most definitely deserve be ever present in your life. Damn, that was sexy, dude. Shiro, thank you. Silo, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Circle is the best, and you are absolutely correct. I'm so stoked that your circle is becoming so much more impactful, more poignant. That's the word of the day. Packed with more flavor.
And Miranda, again, thank you so much. I hear it, but I don't feel it. Baby girl, if I could give you a gigantic hug, I would. Okay? But really and truly, you don't need to feel it just from us. You need to feel it from you. So if there's something we can do, message me.
Facts.
Yes. Put me in your little inbox. I'll talk to you. We can figure that out. Okay?
Got it. So, Marissa, what made me want to get sober?
Ooh.
Nothing.
Ooh, yeah.
I drank myself to death.
Maybe watch the videos. There's a little bit on that. Just a little bit.
So, I didn't want to get sober. Like, there was no scenario
choice
in my head where I was like, you know what? I'm going to live a sober life. I drank until I was throwing up blood. I drank until my heart stopped in surgery. I drank until my liver was failing. Dude, my insurance bills were $1.5 million, dude. 4 hospitals, man. Like, it's no joke. So nothing made me want to get sober, because why you want to get sober isn't the same reason as why you want to stay sober. Let me say this again. Why you want to get sober is not the same reason as why you choose to stay sober. You change. You evolve. Polly Shore? I'm not sure what that is.
I'm just reading that. Never happened before. No one's ever said
was
that.
Was it number 3?
I'm sorry, we don't have any Brandon Boyds tonight.
I know. Anthony Kiedis.
Right. All the Cali dudes.
Yeah, man. So evolve, 100%. So getting sober is obvious. Obviously, alcohol is a poison, toxin, disinfectant, carcinogen, causes cancer. 3.3 million people die from it every single year. And millions of people, 76 million right now, are going to continue suffering because they're struggling to get alcohol out of their life. All the reasons to get sober is far beyond the reasons why you want to stay sober. 100%. It's killing people. You're not built different. Nobody else is. There's no such thing as healthy alcohol. It's all a marketing ploy. The alcohol industry is projected to be a $2.2 trillion industry. We look at like the U.S. deficit. We're trillions in dollars. And the projections of us buying alcohol is in the trillions by 2025. Holy crap. Why are we spending trillions of dollars on poison that's killing society? Absolutely insane. Their marketing is legit, right? So getting sober is as simple as, I don't want to die anymore. I don't want to feel like it. I don't want the pains. I don't want the ailments. But then staying sober and recovering is a totally different thing. I want to feel alive, man. I want a happy, healthy existence. I want to flourish. I want to be able to make more money and enjoy the fruits of my labor, dude. I want to wake up feeling phenomenal, dude. I want to be able to create anything I want, whenever I want. I want to get paid for no reason. I want to love looking in the mirror, man. I want to be attracted to my own reflection, dude. I want to be with a partner that sees how well I'm doing and is inspired by my successes and wants to do the same. There's infinite, even way more powerful reasons to not just stay sober, but to recover into someone who feels unstoppable. Someone that can take on literally anything, that doesn't have to wait for things to happen, but gets to hunt down the things that they want, and they obtain them. They get them. It works out. Staying sober is recovery, dude. Because once again, dude, you want to get sober, put the drink down, wait 4 days, you're good. Cool. You did the hard work. What are we doing after that? You got your life back. Is all you want to do is be someone that can say no to alcohol like a majority of the planet? Or do you want to be in the top 5% of people that actually want to do something powerful with their life? Leave an actual legacy for themselves. Who knows? Your story is so amazing. So true. I appreciate you. Thank you. 2024 is my year to stay sober for good. Okay, so check it out. So sobriety is easy when you're recovered. Like, I'm not sitting here going, I wish I could have alcohol and I just can't because I have cirrhosis or because of whatever. Completely recovered. There's not a single reason why my brain or body or soul would ever prioritize a poison over my purpose. Ever. That's recovery. I don't have to say no to something. It's not on the agenda. I gotta say no to you because you're always there. I'm like, maybe stop it. You gotta. It's never a no. It's a yes, but not like this, or a yes, but not right now. It's a yes, but you maybe later. Why are you giving me that face? Ridiculous. That's the struggle. I'm having this issue. I got sober, so I didn't die on my girl's B-Day hike. Now 6 months later, ooh. I got you, dude. So check it out, man. That's a whole different thing. You're the mother.
I got sober. I didn't die on my girl's birthday. Now 6 months sober. Or 6 months later. Okay, so you're having this issue. You're sober now?
Yeah.
Trip time?
6 months later. Still struggling.
Still struggling? So what have you done to rehabilitate yourself and find some healthy habits? What have you done to... I don't know if it's your girl like your wife or your girlfriend or like your baby girl. I'm a little confused here. Struggle.
That's true.
Okay.
That's a different one.
So I'm just trying to figure that out. Like your baby or your wife or girlfriend. Okay.
Tina's getting to know you. Hello, mother.
Oh, hi. Hi. Am I like mother monster? Okay, so again, he said, birthday hike, once again, trip. Give me more of the story, please, because I would love to elaborate here.
Gotcha. So Minnesota, 6,000 for detox. Rehab is 30 grand. Here's the thing. When it comes to detox.
Oh, that's, yeah.
So it's usually $1,000. So girlfriend. Okay, got it. So detox, rehab is usually about $1,000 a day, which is why I work directly with rehab facilities, with facilitators. $1,000 a day, man. I mean, that's bananas. Mm-hmm. That's absolutely bananas. You are worth it, though, if that's the circumstance that you find yourself in. If you need that type of support, then it's worth it. But here's the big trip. Most people don't need rehab. They need to practice drinking less alcohol in a specific way to lower the damage that's being caused and to help their body heal from the damage that's already been caused.
Yeah.
At that point, they go like, holy crap, I'm not as in much pain. I feel a lot better. I didn't waste 30 grand. I have more control of my life.
And have you clicked the link in the bio for like the single shot method at all? Like just...
Good question.
Just truly. Because I don't know how much you're drinking. I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know how long you've been drinking. Whatever. Tracy, my daughter has almost 2 years.
So, yeah,
hey,
dude. That's amazing.
That's amazing. Super happy for you. The first day is the hardest, Chad.
Dude, that's absolutely true.
Day 4 also.
The second day is the second hardest. The third day is the third hardest.
There you
Bro,
go.
this is true. 78 days, no alcohol? Holy crap,
But
dude.
Sheena, you don't need to do cold turkey. You just do the single shot method. You just
single shot method. So I'm encouraging you to check it out, dude. You hit the link in the bio, look for single shot, or even watch the last video that I put out today. It's all about single shot and how to do it. Okay. But we want to focus on harm reduction. So keep in mind, I'm also not trying to get people to stop drinking alcohol. There's just too many of us that have found ourselves directly or indirectly impacted from alcohol. We know someone that's drinking it. We're drinking it ourselves. We were drinking it. And now we're dealing with the repercussions of having drank it for so long. If alcohol isn't adding value to our lives, but is still a staple in it, then we want to go, okay, how can I reduce my intake or practice some type of harm reduction so my life isn't going to get necessarily worse, or it's actually going to start adding value to my life because I'm drinking in a different way. That's the trip. And I talk about Emmy and how she drinks all the time because she's not sitting here every day, even though she thinks about alcohol. She's not out there just going like, I need a glass of wine. This has to happen. And I'm going to drink to get drunk. I need to drink a whole bottle. I've been numerous occasions where you're just sipping. You're just enjoying a glass of wine.
Yeah, but it took a long time. I mean, we can talk about that on a different live, like when that's actually a focus, I think. I mean, but yeah, there's a lot there with that. And I don't want to open up that can of worms because that could open up the can of worms for people in the wrong way. And that's not what we're here for. But yeah, we can talk about drinking healthy in a different way.
Got it.
At a different time, I think. But especially over the holidays, I mean, that might be something that we open up. I mean, truly, especially families of alcoholics and that kind of thing, too. 100%. Or married to alcoholics. There's lots of that. I love that. Yeah.
I love her, too, dude.
She's amazing. Sweet. Thank you. And to comment back to trip time, so again, I was trying to read through all of this. I'm sorry. This is me, like, being new with this, like, being on camera. I'm like, I had a long day at work on top of everything, too. So this is, like, me just, like, kind of embarking on this with him and just, you know, this whole new space, everything. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. So you got sober so you didn't die on my girl's birthday hike. Then we found out that it was a girlfriend. It sounds like you did the thing, sobriety, for the right reasons, and now you're 6 months sober, and that's fabulous. And so I just wanted to comment on that and not ignore you. So it's amazing.
Dude, that's absolutely phenomenal.
I hope you're doing something to make yourself happy and maybe doing more hikes if that's what gives you a purpose besides just drinking all the time. I think that's great, and I hope that you guys are both happy together.
That's facts.
For sure.
So this is the thing. It's one thing if I got sober for you.
Ooh.
That's different than me getting sober for me. Remember, getting sober and staying sober are different. Mm-hmm. So losing you may have been the reason why I decided to get sober.
Right.
But that's not the reason why I want to stay sober.
Right.
I'm starting to feel good.
Right.
Starting to feel great. You're starting to see me in a different way.
Right.
I like this. I like feeling good. I want to do more of that. So the density and the reason behind me putting so much energy into the gym, into food, into sleep, into rest, into knowledge, is so I continue being here with you and for you, and I get to experience it. Right? So it ultimately comes down to this self-love. Yeah. Self-love. That's really what it is.
It's not just because you love your girlfriend so much. It's because you love you so much that you can give to her the amount of love that you have within you. Because how is she going to love you any more than you love you?
Damn.
That's the trip.
Damn.
That's the trip.
She can't love you better, dude.
No, she can't. If you don't love you, if you're not your greatest lover in every single way, I'm talking sexually, emotionally, physically, with food, with people, where you work, what your passion is, what your fucking habits are, you will not have the person that loves you the way that you want to be loved.
Facts.
It just won't.
Facts.
It just won't. That's why this is now happening.
That's why it's happening.
It's why it's happening.
With that said, you guys, my throat's closing up. I know her throat is definitely hurting.
So many cough drops today.
Yeah, just bananas.
It's cold.
So we're going to roll out. We're going to have an early night because we have an early morning. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much for welcoming Emily.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate you.
Dude, I'm so stoked. And I'm so glad that you guys finally got to put a face to the name and energy to the words and all that. Expect to see more. And definitely follow her for sure, man. We've got podcast ideas. We've got all kinds of stuff that we're working on. She's got content coming out. Have you ever seen her move? Dude, she's yoga and like fitness and like, holy crap, she does all the ninja stuff that I do, dude. It's crazy. Like, I'm like, she's the coolest person I know, dude. And then I'm like, I think I'm pretty cool, but she's like, you know what I'm saying?
What's her TikTok name? I don't even know.
Just put your hands up. Tag her. Hang on. Just put something and I'll pin you real quick.
It's me. Like from the Barbie movie. It's me.
It's me. Hang on. Can I pin this?
I don't know how you do it. Stop it.
Stop it. I'm trying. See, why can't I pin your...
I need to take my
It's because you're a moderator.
Oh. I posted something.
Got it.
Do you dance or is it yoga or what's up? Yeah, I do both.
Dance, yoga,
Pilates, bar.
Dude, she's no joke, man. Like,
things.
No joke. Like, I have many words. Many words. It's so
and
hot.
that's where we... And sing.
And we're out of here. All right, you guys. We appreciate you. So if you haven't connected with me, or you'd like to stay in contact with me, or you just want access to all the stuff that I've created, the typical rundown is hit that link in my bio, sobernotsober.com. Whether you guys want to work with me personally, you want to jump into the program, take the masterclass, you want to connect with her, maybe she's got some fitness stuff she wants to throw out to the recovery community, who knows?
AA Al-Anon stuff, if you want to bounce that off, I've got a little bit of that.
100%. So you can hit that link in the bio, check the site out, dude, drop your information. I'm constantly responding to information. If you guys have a question for Emily with anything that we talked about, feel free to leave me a comment with the link in my bio, and I'll make sure that she gets back to you if she's interested in those kinds of things. There are certain questions that I honestly can't answer that you may be a little bit more suited, like especially Al-Anon and things like that.
Yeah, the 12-step stuff I definitely have more experience with in that way. And again, it's all okay. No question is going to be wrong.
Facts. So, you guys are amazing.
You guys are amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for welcoming me. I appreciate it.
You're amazing. Thank you.
You're amazing.
I appreciate
you did great.
You.
I love you.
Oh, you.
That was fun.
It is fun.
Yeah,
it's always fun. Hey, just like my mother always says, take care of you, dude. Do it.